Ukraine and the United States World Cup team. Ukraine has played only one other game this year. They lost a 3-1 game at home against Hungary a couple months down there because of the bit of rain that hit this area.
Oh, about an hour before kickoff, it's still evaporating off the grass there. And entry as an independent nation, something they've not been able to do ever before.
Number 10 over the ball is Iván Gecko. He had 10 goals this year playing for Odessa. They are the cup champions of Ukraine. He's one of the players to watch. Number 9, Gudimenko, being the other for the Ukraine. It is played back. The Ukraine will play on, says Michael Caulfield, the official. Advantage went for the Ukraine. Moving it upfield. This is the deepest they've been. Sent in outside of the penalty arc. Walking in. Gudimenko can't get the ball.
Away from the goalkeeper.
Gone nearly 8 minutes here in this opening half of play, and it is scoreless. The Ukraine losing it now. Wijnaldum finding Bruce Murray. Outside the penalty area. Wijnaldum sends it across. Mihalik's shot was blocked. It will go out of play. Should be and is a corner kick for the U.S.
Wijnaldum trying to make his mark on this game very early and taking players on.
Timo Liakoski's assistant. The cross to the middle. Cleared out. A chance. Quinn missed kicking. Quinn with another one. A left footer and a save. A spectacular play. Pomazun as Brian Quinn did well to recover that one. What a way to follow up a miss hit. It's wide of Pomazun.
The chances here by Quinn from well outside. But he got behind the ball, really got the center of it. Best chance for the U.S. so far.
Was Pomazun, the goalkeeper, played on the Olympic team of the Soviet Union and also on the Soviet junior team. Again, it's Brian Quinn. Mihalik free on the right wing. U.S. onside. Here's Mihalik. On the cross. Headed straight up far post. Balboa couldn't get around his.
Which they're defending only in their own end. And here's a left-footed serve by Mihalik, and that's what he excels at. He can really deliver the ball on target. He got it into Peter Vermes.
Win a ball, nice job defensively, and then give it right back up. Morats, number 6, plays for Kiev. Left side, Щербаков. In the corner, and he'll go in this first half from Rutgers. Kinnear on the bender, headed down and just missing. Doyle was open on the far side, but it looked like Wijnaldum was the man that came streaking in. 2 players had a cracked eye.
And Wijnaldum had a real good look at it. He's looking into the sun, though. Away from the keeper by Kinnear. And there's Wijnaldum just flying through there, getting his head on it.
Wijnaldum taken down. A late tackle, draws a foul. About 25 or so yards away from goal, but a dangerous situation for the U.S.
See the ball coming over from Quinn to Wijnaldum, and he has space here. Now makes an excellent move to his right.
To go in the first half, it is scoreless for now. Balboa will leave it. Murray, right footer, and it's wide of the goalkeeper, Pomazun. Balboa trying to set the table for number 4, Bruce Murray, who leads this team more goals than any other player in U.S. national team history with 17.
Pomazun must have read the scouting report because he's overplaying that side, in fact.
Cimballar. Armstrong and Murray in the double team. Murray comes away from the pack. Kicked away by Щербаков. A chance here. Gudimenko, number 9. A right footer is low, and Miola sees that one all the way. Doyle helping to close down, so not a real quality.
Affected the counterattacking abilities of the Ukraine team. We see the shot there, not enough on it.
Back for the Ukraine. About 16 minutes to play. Щербаков breaking clear. Щербакov in the area, chased by Doyle. Miola made the save. Corner kick coming up, and Tony Miola was brilliant. Щербакov showed he's got some reels.
And the Ukrainian-American fans here like it because he took off in a hurry, and Doyle at the last moment was able to recover. Look at this ball spinning ever so near Tony Miola's goal. He came out, cut the angle well. We'll see it from a different angle. There's Doyle getting a foot on it at the last minute, which scared Miola actually because he
Touched it live, but not there, right?
No, Doyle got his foot on it.
Cimballar. Across the way, and there's Mihalik.
Well, just to contain players like Щербаков and Gecько, these are high-quality attackers, and they show that change of pace that is so essential for a great attacking player in this game of world soccer. And Щербakov, his talent has been recognized. There are rumors that he will sign with the Dutch First Division team for this upcoming season.
That tells you how good he is right now. He's down on the field, victimized there by Armstrong. And they're coming out to tend to Щербакov. Sергій Щербакov, number 11. The U.S. getting set, being the predominant place, and Щербакov is okay. Gecьko, his teammate, line up right behind it. Gecьko to the angle. Gecьko, left footer, too high. Way high against Tony Meola by one of the better goal scorers on this squad. 10 goals in the Ukrainian First Division.
You see it from Meola's angle. And the ball just sails high and wide. Never got the swerve that would have been necessary to bring it down over the wall.
Iván Gecьko plays for the club team Odessa.
Another look at it. And what he does is really try to overpower it. I mean, he was well out. Watch Ukraine. They will change their style in the last couple minutes, see if they can't steal a goal.
Armstrong trying to get one for the U.S. instead. Far side on the bender. Vermes looking, so is Murray. But it was deflected right back to the goalkeeper Pomazun. It looked like off the Ukrainian player. Murray finally getting close to 100% in terms of fitness. Missed several weeks this year with a hamstring problem. On the Kinnear cross, it was just tipped up, and there's Pomazun.
Kinnear again providing quality serves into the Ukraine penalty area.
Gudimenko is number 9. All the way across. Lead pass looking for Vermes. Pomazun comes out and won it on the Ukraine. Tony Meola will go after. There's Nікіфоров, who played for Odessa, the cup champions. He wears number 5. Only 20 in the NASL. Mihalik will send it into the middle. And there's the goalkeeper, Pomazun, before Vermes or anyone else could get to it. Under 5 minutes to go, unofficial time here at Rutgers. In our World Series of Soccer matches, there is no overtime, so they'll just play the 90 minutes. If it ends up a tie, that's the way it goes. Still a lot more soccer action to come your way, though. This is only the first half as we watch Mihalik's corner kick.
On the in-swinger, again, he's very accurate with the serve. This time, though, he hangs it a bit too high.
We'll talk more about that at halftime with Gene Chisowitz, one of the promoters of this game. Ball played in long. Doyle with Meola there. Physical in the area for the U.S. You may remember that name, Gene Chisowitz, because he's a former coach of our U.S. national team and a Ukrainian-American. Ending presence in the midfield to Balboa. Less than 3.5 remaining. Wijnaldum behind the defense for the header. Too high, but a great chance. Balboa finding Wijnaldum. Great effort by the U.S.
The long ball by Balboa, very accurate as he finds unmarked Eric Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum having to reach back. Here's the chance. The long ball played in by Balboa. Wijnaldum's up. And he does have players in support.
It comes right back. Nікіфоров, good move on the cut. Playing it. Bondarenko. Kovalic. Inside for Gecьko. It was headed out by Balboa. Corner kick coming up. That was dangerous.
Balboa really had no other choice to get that ball out of there, because as that cross came in, we'll see it here, number 9 and 10 in good positions to strike on goal, and that's Gecьko, number 10.
Outside. Still scoreless. A nice bender to the middle, headed down by Bondarenko. Left side, this is Cimballar. Cross to the far post, Meola up and at him to make the play. Injury time. No scoring though in the first half of play, but all in all, Ty, I thought a very entertaining scoreless first half of play. Brian Quinn and Dominic Kinnear over the ball. Second half is underway here at Rutgers. On the block from Щербаков. Sneaking behind the defense, but there to make the play is Meola. Well, that could have been dangerous. Well, they've taken out Gudименко, number 9, and have brought in Drahunov. Євген Драгунов replaces Gudименко. I wonder if the heat's a factor. They're just giving Drazunov some opportunity to play.
Gudamenko did have a brace, I believe, on his right knee, some type of support there. Perhaps he was not 100% fit to start with. Leaving up front alone, Gecько. If they've taken off Gudamenko and replaced him with a defender.
On the corner kick, far post, Miola had to go back. That was a little awkward situation. Miola came out a bit and then he had to backpedal, and lots of times you get burnt when that happens.
Decisions for goalkeepers are more critical than in any other position. There's no one behind you.
Miola. This is his 5th consecutive start by Armstrong, and then Kinnear with the support on defense. Quinn to Chung. Opening it up for Mihalik on the lead pass. Mihalik will get there. Far post shot. Way wide. Number 2, Winalda. Eric Winalda coming back. Second leading scorer in U.S. history with 11 goals. Chung was in the open. Here's Winalda pushing it to Chung, who held up, not wanting to go offside, not reading Winalda well. Which is understandable. They've not played well together, or long together.
Some miscoordination there, really, in the attack. You're under some pressure. Had Winalda looked real early, he would have had Chung open. And he looks up there. Now, Chung makes his run about now, but now Winalda has to deal with his defender. And now Chung is withdrawing as Winalda finally does look for him and had...
Enough to slow down Brian Quinn. There's Bondarenko, number 4 on defense for the Ukraine. All of these players, club champions. Tretyak finding a man open. Nikeforov played it into space, but Doyle is there.
Here's a chance. Tretyak putting it through to Nikeforov, his other central defender. So an unorthodox attack to save.
Clavillo now on the outside. A Bender, far side, outside of the area. Controlled. Kinnear brings it into the area. The shot, but it's right at Pomazun, but great footwork from Dominic Kinnear, number 8.
Good deception there by Kinnear and faking the shot, getting defenders to move out in front of him. We'll see it here. The ball played in to Kinnear. And look at the fake there. He fakes one shot. Now he's going to fake again and step inside. And he goes with back a Dooley, a Wegerle, and who has to sit. So I think we've seen that in terms of determination of some of the players.
There's Prokopенko, who is the Ukraine coach who just disappeared from our camera. Don't be shy, Victor. Head coach of the Ukraine national team, Viktor Prokopенko, who guided Odessa to the Cup championship. Checking to see if the offside trap was on.
It's like an X-ray.
Kovalev, far post, Miola's out, he missed. May have lost that one in the sun, going right out after it. Armstrong in there to try to work it. Apparently it stayed in play. Now Balboa leaves it for Miola.
But the U.S. team in general playing a lot of possession ball. We see this ball here swerving, and Miola goes out for it, comes up with nothing, and Armstrong is then off to chase it and the opportunity. And it's a different sort of a philosophy of play. In fact, it keeps a lot of players in behind the ball rather than sending players into deep positions.
Here's Winalda. Oh, he almost put it through to Chung, who looked like he would have been onside. Played back to the goalkeeper, Pomazun. And out.
A dominating player in the air.
Nikeforov, look at the crowd he's drawing. Right side, Покидько. And it's headed away by Doyle, who wanted a foul. Looked like Gecьko. You can hear someone say he's grabbing him. He was draped all over him.
Nice ball served in here. It drops in low, and now the ball laid sideways for the first time serve. Now there's coming in Doyle.
And 2 weeks ago, when the U.S. lost to Australia 1-0. Still scoreless, right side. Murray looking for Masters. He's up there with a header. It comes out Mihalik on a missed kick. It's loose. Here's a turnaround for Kinnear, far post, and he shot it wide. I'm not sure from this angle as he's shooting or if he thought someone may have been at the far post.
Definitely he was shooting. He took a quick look to see if maybe he could set up Masters. He wasn't able to see that. Instead tried to do it on his own. And there's some miscommunication in the Ukraine defense. And on the turn there is Kinnear. But Masters was there. You'll see it from this angle here. Kinnear does a great job of winning it. He's got Masters right out in front, who had a better...
By what we saw, there's a 3-man wall being set up by the Ukrainians. Again, remember how dangerous Murray can be from this distance. Balboa also a threat.
Also, Pomazun is looking more or less into that sun.
About 30 yards out, right to Murray, right footer. It's bending far side and wide. of the goals. Only played in first halves of recent games.
This is a convincing shot in terms of power and in terms of strong
Two-man wall. On the shot, too high, beyond Miola. They used the two-man wall that time with Chung and Kinnear. And it looked like Nikeforov again, who was taking that shot. There's the wall.
And there's the bend on the ball, and Miola, good look at the bend of the ball, actually.
So lopsided, U.S. favor. Here's Mihalek's bender, missing one target. Quinn in the area. On the left to the far post for Masters, it's loose. Pomazun took a kick in the face, and a foul, a dangerous play it should be, on Kinnear. Pomazun may have to see a dentist before this is over.
The U.S. team is dominating so much and having chances. Perhaps a little more patience in some of these attacking situations would pay off, because this ball here, they're trying to find Masters at the far post. He wasn't quite there yet. Also, good position near the top of the box, and Quinn rushed that serve into the back post just before. This is Doyle. Watch Doyle react here as he sees Armstrong set up with Щербаков, and Doyle slides all the way over to fill in and make the big.
Great effort by Nikiforov. There's Prokopенко. Add to the poise that they've shown. There's Boromir Jutinovic shouting out instructions from the U.S. bench. No reason to hurry for the Ukraine squad, and we have Rebro getting ready to come in. Rebro is getting ready to come. And let's see if the referee will acknowledge the substitution. He will. Kovalev may not have much left here, and Rebro, Sергій Rebro, number 14, will get ready to check into the lineup. Kovalev will come out. Good effort today by Sергій Kovalev, who plays for the Kiev team. Dinamo Kiev, we called it at one time in the Soviet Union. Dinamo is, I guess, the... Gone some 32-plus minutes here in the second half of play. So better than 12 minutes remaining. Unofficial time. Still looking for the first goal of the match. Again, no overtime in our World Series of Soccer matches. Onside is Gecko, along with Rebro. Gecko, a bender, and it just went too high over Miola. Watamaniuk comes in. Moroz goes off, number 6. So Yaroslav Watamaniuk wearing number 13, so some fresh legs as well for the Ukraine side. Щербаков is down on the field, and the referee Caulfield calling some attention. He may have gotten kicked in the head.
Щербакov has been an exciting player today. He's always been a threat in the counterattack. He's in obvious pain here.
Time right now while he gets a soccer, and the U.S. World Cup team congratulates Tony Miola and John Doyle for their effort for a play that is truly something special in the air. Take 2 aspirins, Mr. Щербаков, and call the doctor in the morning.
This is where he gets a little bit of the elbow as Quinn gets up real early. He comes down with the elbow, and that's called taking.
Doyle. Left side, Mihalek. U.S. giving it a good effort on the run, trying to push forward, and Mihalek stumbled over the ball. Now the Ukraine squad comes back. Let's see what they do. Will they push forward? They've got some fresh legs in Rebro out there, and Watamaniuk. Left side, that's Rebro, but there was an offside, I thought. Weisman did too. I'm not sure if that's because the Ukrainian squad, there's number 5, Nikiforov, who we think played a nice game both at the back and when he advanced forward.
For a big man, very confident.
There's Desmond Armstrong, now to number 9, Mark Chung. Got it off a block. Mark Chung sweeping wide right side. A chance on the cross. Was behind Kinnear. Coming through Brian Quinn. Juggling. Leaving it. The turnaround by Bell is blocked. Quinn may have taken an elbow.
Here's the cross by Sorber, and it has a good bend to it. It doesn't find a white shirt, and now Quinn is all over this ball, trying to force his way into the box, and he was about to hit it with his right foot. Balboa on the turn hits it. It did hit an arm in there, but I don't believe intentionally. You see Balboa claiming, trying to get a free kick. There's the serve from Sorber from a different angle. Not a great clearance, so Quinn is able to follow up then and really go right at the heart of the Ukraine defense. There was some good ball work. And there's a bouncing ball, and I think at first Balboa may have been trying to stop it for him to hit it. And it was just enough, the timing was just enough off, and then Balboa had to turn and try and take the shot.
You read that well, though, because you could tell that Quinn was ready to tee it up. When you do all that work and now you get a little momentum going, your next step is to crack it.
He had pushed it a little bit too far. Balboa was trying to do him a favor, I think, and set it for him. And it didn't work out, so then Balboa had to be the one to take it.
Doyle looking to create something for Brian Quinn. Coming back the other way. Here's the man, Щербаков breaking into the area of the shot. I thought Miola got a piece. And if they call it a goal kick, then I'm wrong. He missed it, and they're calling it goal kick.
And if he'd have put it in, we'd have had to change the start of the game.
Yeah, well, let's recall the Snickers award if he breaks in. That's what I was thinking.
There's Sorber trying to touch the ball into Doyle. Now Doyle working the ball across the back of the defense, puts the ball a little bit too far in front of Quinn, and now here's Щербаков with that great speed and balance as he was able to write off one tackle by Clavijo. He's all the way through. Miola takes up a good position, cuts the angle, and this one just misses by inches.
Good challenge by Miola. And it would have been ironic if we wanted to change our Snickers guy because the guy that gave it up was John Doyle. Uncharacteristic for him.
Щербаков bursting through with his acceleration and having the best chance all day for the Ukraine team, and seeing it just angle slightly wide. This is more of Miola's look at it. And what I liked about Щербакov is when he saw that opportunity, he went for it, no hesitation.
Effort here this afternoon, but it may go unrewarded in terms of a victory. May have to settle for the tie. Щербаков for Rebro. And Balboa. Rebro took it. They got to call that foul, and they do.
Both teams really lacking in their shooting.
Right side. And a foul is going to be called for our Sports Channel Ohio viewers. We'll be sending you to Cleveland Stadium where John Sanders and Rick Manning are standing by with Kinnear. Sending it in low, headed down by Balboa and just wide, but a great effort to find Balboa by Kinnear. That could have been a great one in injury time, no less.
That was well coordinated and timed.
That's it. Michael Caulfield, the referee, says
this was the final chance. The ball curled in by Kinnear. Balboa's onto it.
This one, but it won't go that way. The World Series of Soccer match ends in a scoreless tie between